Since the Three Stooges, aka Sons of Gibeah, they all think they have graduated into Judaism, and in their videos, they're trying to show their scholarship in biblical information, but they end up showing a Ph.D. scholarship in biblical stupidity. Deacon George and the Stooges claim that the prophet of Moses is Joshua the son of Nun, and Deacon George tries to back it up with scripture.
And then my Christian critic claimed that the prophet mentioned in Deuteronomy 18 is clearly referring to Jesus. Because to think that when God said to the Israelites that he would raise up a prophet like Moses, that he was referring to Jesus of Nazareth, and they would have known this instead of assuming it was Moses' successor Joshua, is really stretching it. Why? Because it states, "The Lord said to me, what they said is good. I will raise up for them a prophet like you from among their brothers. I will put my words in his mouth." And after this, we see, as it states in Joshua 3:9, "And Joshua said unto the children of Israel, Come here and hear the words of the Lord your God." His words. When it even states in Joshua 1:5, "As I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will not fail you nor forsake you." It was clearly talking about Joshua. Just like I said in Joshua 3:7, "And God said unto Joshua, This day will I begin to magnify you in the sight of all of Israel. They may know that as I was with Moses, so I will be with you." So clearly, Joshua was a more likely candidate than Jesus of Nazareth.
I think the Stooges have some of the black man's cuts because they know how to read things in proper context. Let's read Joshua the son of Nun's life history and see if he's the prophet of Moses that we must hear and obey. The first witness is Israel defeating the Amalekites in Exodus 17.
Chapter 17. While the people of Israel were still at Rephidim, the warriors of Amalek came to fight against them. Moses commanded Joshua,
"Call the Israelites to arms and fight the army of Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand at the top of the hill with the staff of God in my hand."
So Joshua did what Moses had commanded. He led his men out to fight the army of Amalek. Meanwhile Moses, Aaron, and Hur went to the top of a nearby hill. As long as Moses held up the staff with his hands, the Israelites had the advantage. But whenever he lowered his hands, the Amalekites gained the upper hand. Moses' arms finally became too tired to hold up the staff any longer. So Aaron and Hur found a stone for him to sit on. Then they stood on each side, holding up his hands until sunset. As a result, Joshua and his troops were able to crush the army of Amalek. Then the Lord instructed Moses, "Write this down as a permanent record and announce it to Joshua. I will blot out every trace of Amalek from under heaven." Moses built an altar there and called it,
"The Lord is my banner."
He said,
"They have dared to raise their fist against the Lord's throne. So now the Lord will be at war with Amalek generation after generation."